Hi, this is Lindsay from The Homey Life, and today I wanted to talk about zucchinis. So I wanted to show you how to harvest a zucchini plant. So we'll harvest one of these zucchinis here. I'll show you how to save the seeds from one of my large ones that I have already collected, as well as some different ways of using them and preserving them. Because if you have several plants, you'll find that you'll probably get quite a bit of zucchinis. You might not just use them fresh all the time. So there are some good ways that you can use them to preserve your harvest so you're not wasting your beautiful zucchini plants. So let's get started with the very first thing we're going to do is just going to harvest this zucchini right here. And if you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Just liking a video really goes a long way to help my channel grow. So thank you so much. So we're just going to harvest this zucchini here. You're going to want a sharp knife or sharp pair of scissors. And you're literally just going to cut it off the top a little bit. So just a little bit higher above. Be careful not to cut your stems. And that's it. You've got your plant. Really, really easy to harvest. Now these do have little spikes and prickles, so just be wary of that. The plant's quite fuzzy as well, so just be aware. Alright, so I'm just going to have a sharp knife. I've got my zucchini here. As you can see, it is quite big from the garden. And I've got a bowl here to put the seeds in. And we're just going to cut it directly in half.
I realized very quickly that my knife was way too small, so just make sure you get a good sized knife and that it's nice and sharp so it's really easy to cut. On a side note, did you know that the zucchini stems are hollow and hold water? So if your soil isn't well drained, it will hold a lot of the water in there if there's a lot of rain, but that will cause your zucchini to eventually drown and it will pour out lots of water through its stems. So make sure you have well drained soil.
And then you just start scooping out your seeds. So some of the seeds have been cut, and they probably could have actually gotten a bit bigger, but I do have some seeds here which I'm just going to save.
I find using a spoon really helpful in scooping out the seeds. There's heaps of seeds actually farther down in the bottom, and the closer to the fat part, you'll get a lot of the big developed seeds. So I ended up getting quite a few seeds. It is a little time consuming, but it is worth it as well.
So I just have my seeds in here, and I'm going to put some filtered water and let it soak just to get that covering off of them, and then I'll just let them dry, and that's it. Then you'll have your zucchini seeds. The rest of this I'll just give to my chickens as chicken scrap. They will absolutely love eating this, so that's going to go to them, so we're not going to waste any food at all. Alright, now I'm going to talk to you about some of the ways you can use and preserve your zucchini. As what's the point of growing all these beautiful zucchinis if you don't know how to use them or preserve them? As when zucchini season does come, it can get very, very busy. We can have a lot of zucchini, and I definitely like to preserve mine in different ways. So I'm going to tell you now some of the best ways for preserving first. One of the best and my favorite ways is actually to do a quick pickle. This is a mixture of different things I grew in my garden, but I love doing quick pickles with zucchini as well. It is so delicious, and it's really easy to do, super versatile. Add whatever herbs you like in there. A basic quick pickle recipe is 1 cup of water to 1 cup of white vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar as well. I want it to make sure that it's actually quite warm so that you can then dissolve your sugar. I like to add 1 tablespoon of sugar to 2 tablespoons of sugar for a 2 whole cup amount. Chop up your vegetable, whatever you're using. In this case, it will be zucchinis. Chop them up, put them into your container. I leave my zucchini somewhat thick, not too thinly chopped. Top up your container and pour the liquid on top of that. Put the lid on, let it cool, and then place it in your fridge. I like to leave it in the fridge for about 3 days before I actually start eating it, as I find the flavor really gets enhanced that way. It stays fairly crunchy too, which is really good. And it lasts, I find easily it has lasted in my fridge for 6 months, even longer. Another way which I'm going to do with this zucchini is I'm going to actually shred it. I'm going to squeeze as much liquid out as I can, and then I will freeze it so I can later on make a zucchini bread recipe. So I like to do a sweet version, so I'll be doing a sweet zucchini bread recipe with that one. And of course, you can use it raw. Cut it up, eat it with a really nice flavored dip, put it into any sort of stir fry that you want, or in this case, I'm going to do zucchini noodles with this, and I'm going to serve this up for dinner tonight. With that, you're going to want to try and get a straighter zucchini. You don't want something super curved, as it will not spiralize very well with a curved one. Peel the zucchini and I'll chop off the ends, and then I'll stick it in.
And of course, make sure to compost the scraps or give them to your chickens if you have any. Can you see the zucchini noodles?
Yeah.
Now you can also freeze your zucchini noodles as well, along with any sliced zucchinis and anything like that. You can freeze all of it. All you have to do is first blanch them, put them in cold water afterward, just for a little while, let them dry out, so put them on some paper towel, stick them in freezer bags, put them in your freezer, and then when you want to use them, just take them out, let them defrost, and use them as you would for any of the recipes. Now this was just a really easy recipe that I just made up that night, where I had my zucchini noodles, I fried up some butter with garlic, added cream, added flour to thicken it up, cooked up some sausages, threw some bacon, and threw some cheese, and really healthy, easy dinner that my kids loved. It's just all about getting creative in the kitchen. Hope you get inspired too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video that was just all about zucchinis, from growing and getting your harvest to collecting the seeds and different ways of preserving and using your zucchinis. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can see more upcoming videos that are all about the homestead life, gardening, chickens, and obviously cooking from scratch as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a lovely day.